Good morning. Hi, Eric. Nice to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Scott.
I know we have several jumping on, so I'll wait a minute or two here.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Eric. Another day in paradise.
It's another day in paradise, pal. We just actually put 7 off-market deals in escrow today. I
Outstanding.
know. It's been an amazing week so far. What is it, Tuesday?
Over how big of an area?
We went from San Diego to all the way to Lancaster, Los Angeles. It's spread all over.
Yeah. Also
Victorville, so,
outstanding.
Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah,
Big world out there.
no borders.
I love it. Technology is making that more of a reality every day.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Can't wait to partner with the rest of the team there and see what we can do and make some magic happen with some of these off markets.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that networking is super valuable. Turn my ringer off on my phone here. Yeah, usually it's a few minutes after 10 before we get the majority of the people logging in here. So we'll sit tight for just a minute or a couple minutes.
Sorry, guys, we're trying to get everyone from the other Zoom room onto this Zoom room. I think there was a little mix up in which Zoom it was on, but everything Agent Inc. will always be on this Zoom. Just our kind of executive meetings are on John's Zoom.
Yeah, I saw that reminder go out this morning via text that had the wrong Zoom. So we'll get everybody migrated over.
We're changing some positions here and who sends out what, so.
No worries.
Good morning, everyone. You guys hear me okay?
We can. Good morning.
Sorry for the confusion. I was hanging out on a different Zoom, thinking I was in the right place. But, good morning, good morning.
Good
How
morning.
you doing?
Agent Inc.
Let's get, let's let it, well, I know we had a dozen people or more over on my Zoom, so let's let them get migrated over. Morning, Mike Taylor. Shiva.
Good morning.
Andrea Grimm from Texas. Hello, Andrea. How are you?
Hello, good morning.
Andrew Fletcher, Angelo Dickens, the star of our magazine. Barbara Chang, how are you? Brad Butler, good morning.
Good morning.
Carly Z, Christine Sanchez, Cynthia
Good
Fleming,
morning.
Cynthia Tomasino,
Hello.
Danielle Sandberg, our escrow cheerleader. How you doing, Danielle? Davida Parker, Eric Medina. Boy, Eric, great to have you with us this morning.
super
Wonderful,
excited.
wonderful to have your team with us. And Henry, we were talking on my Zoom. You'd migrated over. Good man. India
Morning.
Hines. Good morning. Good morning, India.
Good morning. Good morning.
Jerry Henberger, John Sledge. We got a nice group this morning. Got a nice group. Michael Canfer, Miriam Neff, Paul Dokas. Boy, Paul, I saw you did a big deal yesterday. Congratulations. Sold a big old bank building. Yeah. And all right. Sal, it's nice to have you with us. Scott Lytle.
Pleasure to be here.
Scott Perry, Sean Halen, Rockstar, Shiva. All right, we got a nice group here. So thank you, everyone. I know I didn't mention everyone, but thank you and welcome. The big announcement today is that we've got the Einstein Realty Group joining, now being powered by Agent Inc. And many of you have onboarded with us over the last few days, and we are so humbled and so proud to have you with us. And so from the bottom of my heart, welcome to Agent Inc. We're going to do everything we can to support you and help you become more successful than you ever dreamed of. And I want to give you an example. I worked out in the gym with Edwin. Edwin, I don't know if you're with us this morning. I didn't see your name on it, but this is several months ago now. And I said, Edwin, you gotta join us. And he said, well, I'm up in Anaheim Hills. You guys don't have a very big presence there yet. And keyword being yet. And I said, I really think you'll be more competitive in the living room
Hello.
with our brand. Hi, how are you? And he said, well, I'll try it. Okay, I'll try it. I think we were coming from Remax or somewhere. Anyway, it was just so great to hear. Just a few months later, he came and he said, John, there was an agent in my area that was kicking my ass every time I went into the living room. I was losing 80% of the listing presentations to this one agent. He said, now with your listing presentation, your brand behind me, your magazine behind me, he goes, I'm like 10 for 10 on my last few listing presentations. I may have the numbers wrong, but that's what we want for you. Scott and I and Mike and so many of our executives, we spent most of our career in the living room, and we know how challenging it is, how tough it is to win. And that's what we're all about. We're all about having you win, having you capture more opportunities. So guys, I wanted, it's funny, I was at dinner with my wife last night. I said, honey, what do you think I should talk about tomorrow? And don't you love your spouse? Okay, they're so honest with you. She says, John, I think you should just let Scott talk. He's good at motivating people. And so I pouted for about 30 minutes and realized, yeah, she's probably right. She's probably right. But I get to drone on a little bit because I founded the company. So bear with me. I do have a message for you, and then I'll turn it over to Scott. But God love her. There's great wisdom we find in our spouses, isn't there? But my message to you this morning is motivational. And what I want to say to you is that there is now opportunity all around us. It's all around us. And what I mean by that is the fundamentals that made me successful in my career, building my career, getting to the point where I was leading a big team and selling 550 million a year. Those fundamentals are really just that. They're fundamentals, and I'll name them off. I was committed to holding an open house every Saturday and Sunday, and I tried to do it in the same neighborhood. I was committed to holding broker previews every week and really networking with the agents. You can make a lot of money off the relationships you have with outside agents. And one of my big fundamentals was really being known for a Class A marketer. So, mailing a nicer brochure into the neighborhood than anybody had ever seen before, having a magazine with an insert that just looked amazing. It was jaw dropping. And so I kind of became known as a marketer. And, to be honest, let's look back over the last 2 years. These opportunities haven't been there. This COVID-19 BS era that we just went through, and I say BS because it's just so challenging for us all. What to do, what to say, how to be politically correct and serve your clients and subside their fears in the living room by, showing up the way they needed you to show up. All that stuff is just so confusing. But, we didn't have the opportunity to do open houses and broker previews. And it just changed the game. It was a very confusing period. And that led into, hyper low interest rates and historically low inventory levels, and all that's just been so challenging. And for you to be synergistic and have long-term success, you need to be a listing agent. Well, it's almost impossible to get a listing. And quite frankly, when shelf lives are so limited, people don't seek out good listing agents. They'll just give it to Aunt Sally to put on the market, and 2 days later she's sifting through 15 multiple offers, and they really don't look for a magazine ad because they think it'll be sold before the magazine comes out. So all these fundamentals that really made me a top performer, this is the last 2 years, it wasn't a fit. And so I think it makes it very challenging for you guys. It was very challenging the last 2 years for you guys who are dedicated to building your personal brand, to building your career, to making it happen. Well, what's changing, right? Interest rates have gone up, inventory's building, shelf lives are extending. We're getting back to more of a normal market. And so guess what? You're in the right place at the right time, because with Agent Inc. Media, you now are a marketing genius. You have all that power and sophistication behind you, and you can thrive. I came to Newport Beach in 1989 in an era just like today. A very hot market was ending, and the market was cooling off. These fundamentals were changing. Shelf lives were getting longer, inventory was building, and a lot of agents were sobbing. And I mean, here I am, this kid from Oklahoma that didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, didn't know anyone, and everyone told me I was too young to sell real estate. I thrived. I thrived because I just saw everything. I saw everything as an opportunity. I saw everything as an opportunity, and I just went for it. Didn't care about any negativities in the marketplace. I just, enjoyed greeting people, getting to know them, finding out what their needs were, finding opportunities for them. And I was off to the races. And, what I'm trying to tell you is there's nothing special about me. My wife told me that last night, and it's true. If I can be a top producer, the great news is you can too. And we've got the perfect market for doing that. We've got, we've got extended shelf lives. We've got a need for good marketing. We've got a need for expertise. We've got a need for you to have knowledge and data and good guidance and good advice. And so, guys, I just want to say, don't get down because the market's changing. Get excited, get motivated. The world is your oyster right now. And I'm just so happy. If any of you guys want to dig into a little bit more of the fundamentals that helped me build my career, I wrote them all down in this little book called 40 Days of Farming. And you can get the book, or you can sign up for the training. We've got videos, 40 days of videos and all kinds of stuff that you can dig into to say, gosh, I can really drill down on these fundamentals and put them into practice and build a successful personal brand. But anyway, I've talked longer than Hannah told me I should, but that's my message to you guys this morning. I just want to congratulate you on having a great year this year. We've got, like I said, opportunity all around us. People need us right now, and this is what we've been waiting for. And I think we're going to have a tremendous balance of the year. So Scott, I'll turn it over to you, and you could talk more about where the market actually is and what you think we can do with it. Okay?
That sounds great. And John, that is so funny that Hannah said that, because every time I ask my wife, Dory, what should I talk about at the meeting? She says, I think you need to let John talk.
Oh God. Hey, they keep us humble, right? They keep us humble. I love it.
And like you just said, John, this journey is so amazing that we've all decided to be on in real estate. And what you just said, I hope it's recorded because it's perspective. It's a picture of what everybody can do to move forward. And very few, not very few amongst our group, but very few in our industry will do it because, fill in the blank. Everybody has a reason why, I can't do it. People just get lucky out there, and, I just don't get lucky. That has nothing to do with it. So, I got into the business a few years before John. So I'm kind of a few years in now when that 89 market hit, and 88 had been a boom just beyond, like the last couple of years we've had. 89, people are going, uh-oh. And sure enough, 89, 90, 91, it is just tanking. And it's because of the subprime, the S&L crisis. That real estate caused a lot of that recession. Mike Taylor knows that well. He was a bank president back then. And it's so ugly. The people are just struggling for years. And by 1993, I kid you not, the mantra in the market amongst real estate agents was, somehow we just have to stay alive until 95. Because surely 95, it'll all be better in 95 because it started going down in 89 and oh my gosh. And so it's stay alive till 95. Now, quietly from John joining in 89, by 93, he is just taking over the world. Of course, he's just not marching to the drumbeat of the whole real estate industry. And it continued. Worst downtime our economy in Orange County has ever seen. So in 95, when everybody had this hope that it's all better, you know what happened in 1995? It was the worst real estate market in the history of Orange County or Southern California by far. Orange County was actually in bankruptcy in 1995. And it was so bad. I had someone in my farm, an engineer that overanalyzes everything, considering a move to Michigan with his firm. And he said, you know what I've decided? I've done my analysis. The cost of living is exactly the same here as it is in Michigan. And I said, that is so interesting, because historically that's never, ever, ever come close to being a reality. And I'll bet that that will never be the case again. And sure enough, it bottomed out in 95 and back and all. But what the general market is doing is not the issue for us as a company to grow, or for you with your individual practice to grow. And, you know, I love that story of Edwin and his farming in Anaheim Hills and now killing it. And Lauren, we ought to send out to the group later today the link. We have a recorded listing presentation class. And, you know, I participate in that. Lauren covers a lot of marketing. And everybody watch that and learn to tell this story, because the story is going to be more and more important to our sellers going forward. And that's just a gift for us. They're going to be concerned about who they invest their commission dollars with. And if they're looking at you and saying, I'm considering investing my commission dollars with you and your company, tell me why that's good for me. And my gosh, just like Edwin in Anaheim Hills, when people ask that question, we get to shine because we have a success story to tell like no other. And by the way, on the farming front, John, you mentioned Scott Perry's on the call. Scott just started his farm in Laguna Niguel last year, and within the last few days just took his third listing. So shout out to Scott Perry.
Congratulations, Scott.
Love it, love it, love it. So here are the market numbers for Southern California. And this is as of last Friday. Our active inventory, 20,250 homes, which, as you know, is up significantly, but way, way below our 3-year average, which is 38,446. So, I mean, literally the 3-year average is almost double. So we have so far to go, but the fact that there's listings now is changing things. You know, that right now, 19% of all the current listings out there, out of that 20,000, have had a recent price reduction. Oh my gosh. So that means you can take your buyer, make an offer, and you don't have to deal with the insanity that, oh my gosh, there were 20 offers and it sold a couple $100,000 over asking. This is a gift. We've been praying for this market for a long time, and it's just the start. We've got a long way to go to get balance, but 20,000 is a step in the right direction. Pending sales, Southern California, a little over 15,000, a little bit behind the 3-year average. And this is our new reality. You know, we can take to the bank out of those 15,000 pending sales, do the math, 2 sides to every deal. We've got right now 30,000 transaction sides in Southern California in escrow right now. We can predict that we're going to have that opportunity ongoing. That is our new opportunity. 30,000 transaction sides a month, closing escrow, Southern California. We get to decide into how many of them we participate in. But that is abundance. That is absolutely more than enough to do all the business we want to do. All right, days on market. Inventory goes up a little bit. Pendings go down a little bit. Days on market goes up. We're now at 40 days in Southern California. But here's perspective. 3-year average is 65 days on the market. So, you know, we're still in this crazy hot sellers market, but thank God it's going toward more of a balance. We're going to see that the rest of this year. And breaking it down by county, average SoCal 40 days, LA 44, Orange County 35, Riverside 37, San Bernardino 46, San Diego 31, just vary a little bit. But, you know, there's our market. Inventory is going to continue to pick up, which is fantastic. And pendings are going to be very predictable. So, you know, there's our picture of a market that's moving toward a more sustained market to work in and transact in, and our story is going to matter more. So on the fundamentals that John just mentioned, happened to look at a little blog from our friend Tom Ferry yesterday. He's always got great stuff. Here's I keep saying to you guys, who you're coached from matters, because you've got to be learning from people that are very successful in this business. And I mean, and Tom is one of those people, has his finger on the pulse of what's going on in our industry, really in a bigger way than almost anybody I know. So John McMonagle just mentioned his fundamentals. Here's the blog that caught my attention yesterday. 5 focuses in a changing market. Number 1, mindset and mental toughness daily. Got to wake up with the perspective and belief that there's opportunity out there for me today. Number 2, improve my work ethic. Right now, the work ethic of our industries, agents are getting discouraged and go, oh my gosh, I mean, aren't quite as many sales, and I don't know if I should go to work. You should go to work. And I'm reminded, I'm sitting in my home office today. I'm looking across at my neighbor's yard, and it's a great reminder for me that I better show up today with a great work ethic, because I see the opportunity of the fact that we get to be on this call and we get to suit up and we get to show up. My neighbor's become a great friend. Some of you have heard the story. He got me motivated to get out doing cardio. We've got a 5-mile walk to our flagpole in San Juan Capistrano, up a lot of hills down. I mean, it's just brutal. And so he got me out because, the guy just became an Ironman after a heart scare. In 3 years, he's just every day on it. And so I'm walking or getting on my mountain bike most days and doing that. Well, my friend, a month and a half ago, says, yeah, I've got a pain in my shoulder and my lower back. And he calls me a week later. He goes, I have bone marrow cancer. I'm going, oh my gosh. And I mean, buddy's a fighter and he's going to beat this thing, but he is not where we all are today, that we can just suit up and show up and improve our work ethic and put all of our attention toward what we want to do to accomplish things in the marketplace, because he's got to fight a different battle that right now. We don't have to do that. And so every day is a gift. I don't want to do it tomorrow. I need to do it today. So number 2, improve my work ethic. 3, improve my sales and communication skills. We talk to people for a living. Fred Wilson's going to be back with us in a few weeks. His talking to people skills are amazing. We've got recordings, our Monday morning skill development workshops, where we're talking about this on a regular basis, improving my sales and communication skills. Number 4, double down on marketing and lead generation that works. The key word, if you're taking notes on this, that works for you. One size does not fit all. Find the lead generation strategy that you just feel confident in, and let's brainstorm on building out an amazing strategy on that. Don't just follow somebody else because you feel that that's what you should do. So that's number 4, double down on marketing lead gen that works. Number 5, level up my leadership for everybody I touch. And that's why we're focusing on numbers. That's why we want you to be informed and just up to date on everything going on in the market, because that's your leadership. People are looking for perspective and answers and direction right now because of the changes going on. It's our golden opportunity to step into that space. So there's an update. John, I love the way you kicked this off. That's exactly where I need to stay focused right now. It's all about the opportunities that this changing market's creating, and we're going to have confidence to step into this space when so many of the people in the real estate space just don't know what to do. They haven't been through cycles. They just haven't lived it. Oh, by the way, my little chronology of the years from 89 to 95. 95, the worst market in the history of real estate. John is now approaching, I don't know if you're heading toward number 1 in the world yet, but you're well on your way. Out of my 12-year sales practice, that year, the worst year in history in real estate, was my second best year in my 12-year practice. I actually ranked in the top 10 of a 3,000 agent firm in Southern California that year, top 1% in the nation. This is our opportunity, and we're so passionate to help you step into this. being the agent that people want to work with, having people gravitate to you like a magnet, because of your confidence, because of your skills, because of your communication. So we're going to keep this conversation going. The big thing today is introducing, John mentioned Einstein Group, Sal, Carrie, and Eric. Hey, we love the chance that we're going to be working together, and let's have a chance for one of you, two of you, three of you, whoever wants to talk, just share a little bit about your real estate journey and give the group a chance to get to know you a little bit.
Guys, this is Eric Medina. Well, first of all, we're very excited to be a big part of Agent Inc. And kind of like Scott and John, my wife, Carrie, I asked her what I should say, and she goes, "Let me text it to you." So she can't be on the call. She's actually in meetings. So I'm going to read to you what she said. So this is from Carrie. And again, she apologized. She's not able to be on here. She's actually trying to get a listing as we speak. So she says, "We are so excited to partner up with Agent Inc. We are passionate about elevating our real estate culture, strengthen our company, and the ability to align ourselves with the valuable people over at Agent Inc. But the partnership with Agent Inc. has everything we need to continue to build a great real estate model for our agents. We look forward to supporting each other and the company's continued expand and to be part of the company's continued expansion." So that's from Carrie, and that's what she wanted me to say.
All right, that's a good word.
Love it. Love it. Love you guys.
So yeah, so thank you so much for the opportunity, guys. I mean, Agent Inc. in general, we've been in conversation with you guys for I think almost 3 months. Thanks to Danny for introducing us over to you guys. And it wasn't an easy decision because we had obviously the 3 partners to make the consideration to make the move, but it became an easy decision as we got to know what Agent Inc. was all about. So we're grateful, we're thankful, and we're looking forward to growing with you guys.
Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are excited, and team, the office is out in Upland for Einstein Realty, Carrie Thompson Group, and are going to be able to work from that location in probably every direction, but very, very exciting. And we are all excited to grow together.
Wonderful. I'd like Sal to say a few words because he doesn't like to speak, so I'm going to put him on the spot.
Thanks, man. I was
Morning,
just like,
Sal.
all right, cool. I was like,
Morning,
I'm so
Sal.
happy, Eric, because you totally nailed it right there. So thanks for saying all the good stuff, and I'll just try to come up with a thing or two really quick.
Ask your wife to text you, Sal. It works.
I'm hoping she responds in time. I already did that, so we'll see. No, but I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity, specifically Mike, Scott, John, and Danny, Layla, the whole team. You guys were amazing. I think one of the main things that kind of was the closing thing for us was that I think our core values and vision was in line with what you guys are all about. And also just having the Agent Inc. backing behind us. I cannot wait to go into my listing presentation and just put that magazine on the table and just kind of just see the reaction. But the way you guys market yourself as a company and as a family is pretty awesome. So I'm really excited to be a part of this. And we are in Upland. I know it's a little bit farther from the coast, but our office is a really, really, really cool type of vibe and environment. We're very close knit over here. And if anybody's ever in town, just come on by. The way we're set up, it's like a big open kind of community workspace. It's always open and welcome to the whole Agent Inc. team and family. And just text one of us. We'll get you guys the code and come on in. We're already excited to kind of put the Agent Inc. logo on our mural outside. So we got a lot of cool things coming our way and just looking forward to the future.
Actually, I'd like to say one thing, guys. So I was on the website, Agent Inc. website last night, looking at the various locations, and I see these beautiful buildings and all these amazing little areas. And I told Carrie, I leaned over and said, how crazy is it going to be when they actually put our building picture on there? We should shoot it from the front because the rear of the building, Sal decided to hire this amazing muralist. And so he did this amazing mural in the back. It's all graffitied out. That's where Agent A's portion is going to go as well. And I said, maybe we shouldn't put that on the website. It looks a little ghetto. It looks too rugged.
Can't wait to see it. But Sal, you're right. You're going to be in the living room telling the story and saying, this is our marketing strategy that took us to literally be the #1 ranked team in the world for 5 consecutive years per Real Trends in the Wall Street Journal. And Mr. and Mrs. Seller are going to be saying, wow, this is amazing, but I can't afford you. What do you charge me for this? Like 15%? And you're going to say, no, we really are going to charge you about what everybody else wants to charge you. And I love to win. I love to win and I hate to lose. And it's just so much fun having that kind of a value proposition. So
Absolutely.
good stuff. All right, who's next?
No, Scott, I wanted to chime in just a second and say, Sal, boy, you're a great speaker. You shouldn't be bashful about speaking at all. In fact, I think you might be our new spokesperson. So well said, well done, and welcome. We're so thrilled to have all of you guys.
Thanks, man.
Winston Churchill said, when in doubt, attack, attack, attack. And that's got to be our mindset, right? You want to market, attack, attack, attack. You can do it. You've got the tools to do it. And another quote I love is preparing to fail is failing to prepare, right? And that's so true. I mean, how often do you go into a conversation or a listing presentation unequipped and stumble around and say, geez, I wish I'd have just spent a little more time getting my practice down, getting my data, on the tip of my tongue, knowing the comps better, knowing the last sales that are pertinent better. And so, as we pivot into this marketplace that's going to have more inventory and strong listing agents are more desired, I just want you guys to get prepared. So let me ask you all a question. How many of you have an Agent Inc. listing presentation box? Think about that for a second, and you can chat. Just put in the chat if you have one or not. So we've got a beautiful black one. We've got a beautiful white one. We've got these linen boxes. They're absolutely beautiful. And it's got a foam insert. And what is fantastic is the girls will make you a customized coffee table book with your beautiful headshot on the front of it, and all customized as your listing presentation. Now, to me, if I didn't have those two things in the back seat of my car, I'd feel totally naked, right? I mean, and I'd get that coffee table book and I'd practice in front of the mirror, and I'd pull out of there what I want to talk about. And each listing is a little different. You got to be perceptive, but just make sure that you get those two things, that you keep them in the back of your car, that when you go into a living room, you've got that tucked under your arm. And of course, you want to have in there the latest elevated magazine, and that can also be customized with your message in the front, and you can look like your own publisher. So get those three things and be ready to have more listings this year than you've ever had in your life. So anyway, I'm sorry, I'm droning on, but Mike, I'll turn it over to you. Mike.
No, Mike, you can't talk yet. I gotta add on what John said.
Okay, no problem.
About that dynamic of being prepared when your confidence level is so high. Customize that magazine so they open it up and see that it's your Agent Inc. cool picture and your introductory letter. It looks like you produce it. Now here's the power that everybody misses. They think, well, it's not a multi-million-dollar house. It's not going to be in the magazine. The seller isn't going to care. They're not going to care till you educate them as to what a gift this is for that $500,000 seller or $300,000 or $700,000, because we're reaching a buyer pool that other companies don't reach with that magazine. And these are the people that are buying homes for their kids. They're buying investment property, just like their property. They're helping grandkids buy homes. There is huge value to every price range for that magazine, but you educate the seller and you tell the story, and it has tremendous value. There isn't a publication like this in the real estate space. So, just so many tools to unpack, and couldn't be more excited. And yeah, change is scary for everybody, but we're going to embrace it. Look, the whole real estate community not all, the whole, most are feeling like, who moved my cheese? Where it changed, who moved my cheese? The change is creating new opportunities. They're going in a new direction. And John Winston Churchill's greatest quote person ever, he also said this about change. He said, in times of rapid change, experience is my worst enemy. Think about that. That's the perfect picture of who moved my cheese. It's not the same anymore. Your experience is your worst enemy if you're not embracing the opportunities that the changes are coming. So, hey, we're going to have fun. Watch us all grow. So, Mike, sorry, I took some of your time, I'm sure, but go ahead.
Well, that's okay. I just wanted to welcome everybody who's new to Agent Inc. You know, it's been wonderful over the last couple of years to watch this family grow, not only in number, but also in skill set and also in commitment. And it just continues to be, in my mind, just a beautiful thing to watch. And I'm so happy to participate, and I'm so happy that Sal and Eric and Carrie and their team are participating, and every one of you. The other thing I'd like to remind everybody, and I want to kind of bring it to a sports analogy. If we were all flies on the wall back when Michael Jordan was playing for the Chicago Bulls, and we walked into the gym after practice was over, we'd find one person still in the gym. And that one person was their leading scorer and the most valuable player in the entire NBA. And yet he was there still shooting free throws and jump shots. There's a reason that he was number one. And it wasn't because he could jump. It wasn't because he was handsome. It wasn't because he loved the game. It was because he spent more hours perfecting his skills than any other player did. And what John described in his career was spending more hours perfecting his skills than any other player in the game. And I have to tell you guys, that's what it takes. It doesn't take, you don't have to be 7 feet tall to be a great basketball player, but you have to be committed. And we as agents, the more we're committed to these fundamentals, the more success we're going to have, irrespective of the change of the market conditions. We really don't care what the market conditions are. We only care that we have the flexibility to adapt and adjust to whatever they might be. So to that end, I would also like just to remind everybody that Scott and I and John Beitia, we have a skills session every Monday morning at 9 o'clock. And it's crazy the amount of information that is shared from 3 longtime participants in the real estate space. And it's so crazy that you have the opportunity to make every mistake we've ever made, you know, and every success we've ever had. We can make that your success and your failures to learn from in a very short period of time. So I would just encourage all of you to participate, to come on down and just get ready to grow at a more rapid rate than all of your competitors, because you spend the time to make somebody else's knowledge your own. So thanks, guys. Love you all. And, you know, let's just go get them. You know, let's just go get them.
Thank you,
Good
Mike.
analogy. Who's next?
I think it's me. Hi, everyone.
Lauren.
Go ahead and share my screen here. So as many of you have probably heard from me from Einstein, so I'm conducting all of your onboarding right now. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me directly. My email is just lauren@agentinc.co. I know there's so many of you at one time, but I think we're getting through it. And if you have any questions, again, it's lauren@agentinc.co. I'll put that in the chat. And as John and Mike and Scott were talking about, if you guys would like to customize the magazine, which I currently have as my background here, let me know. And you can, to personalize it, you'll just scan just like a QR code on your phone, our screen right here. So that is one thing. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I really quickly wanted to show you our website for those of you that are new here. So it's agentinc.com. We also have agentinc.co. Some of you that are currently with us, I have not known that we have gotten the .com domain, so stay tuned on that. To view and read the magazine, you can view it on any of our websites here. To sign into our dashboard, you'll simply click on, we call it the hamburger, but it's the navigation bar, and you'll click on Agent Sign In. And from here, this is where you can create a lot of your marketing materials as an agent. You'll simply sign in, and in order to get access to the site, you need to join the board under the Agent Inc. office code. So I know a lot of the Einstein Realty agents are working on doing that right now, but you'll click on here and then you'll go up to marketing resource. You guys can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay, so on the Marketing Resource Center, we have so many different materials in here for you to go and design. We have postcards, flyers, social media, letterhead, stationery, and so on. So it's really great for agents that are looking for content to post on social media. We have graphics that you can make for your listings if you have open houses coming up, and so on. So again, this is a great resource. Our dashboard is really awesome as well. You'll sign in using your Agent Inc. email. And there's just a bunch of things and tools in here for you to use. Another tool that we have is called Agent Elevated. And that can be accessible by going to agentelevated.co. I'll send out some instructions later on this. Again, you can go in and create your profile on here, and you can log in using your Agent Inc. login as well. Or this is a public website, so you will be able to log in just by registering an account. Try to log in here. Sharing my screen. So once you're in here, you'll create a profile. This is where you'll view a lot of our recorded classes. So Scott earlier mentioned that there is a listing presentation class. There's tons of classes that we're working on uploading in here. This sales meeting that we're on right now will be recorded and then placed in here as well. We had a HomeSnap Pro office training last week under our calendar section right here. Again, this is a great tool for you. It shows you all of our upcoming classes and where they will be. So that might be on Zoom, it might be in person. Regardless, we try to upload, there's an ad that just popped up on here. We try to upload all of our classes and record them live. So whether that's an escrow class or a social media class, I know Rachel's having a class tomorrow for social media. So I'm trying to get this ad off of the screen. But nonetheless, you'll be able to click on this through our calendar. You'll be able to see all the recorded classes. You can add agents. You can invite people that aren't even part of Agent Inc. to come on here. It's a great place to post off markets. As we all know, we have so many different buyers that are looking for off markets, fixers and remodels and things like that. So really, this is just another tool for you to use. And I'll send out instructions on that later today. Our next issue of Elevated Magazine, Katie and I the rest of the team are very hard at work with getting our summer issue out. We wanted to reiterate that the deadline for this summer issue, we're trying to push it for May 31st, which is at the end of this month. Again, if you have any recommendations on businesses, restaurants, new hotels, I know we're expanding into so many different areas right now. Please feel free to introduce them to me. And if you do sell them an ad in the magazine, you as an agent will get money back in your pocket through Elevated Rewards, which is just another great tool and passive income for you. So again, that deadline is May 31st. And I think I went through everything here. Again, if you ever have any questions, my email is lauren@agentinc.co, and I will put it in the chat after this. And I'll pass it over to Jerry. Oh, did someone have a question?
Yeah, Lauren, I had a quick question. This is Eric, actually, Medina. I don't know if you have time tomorrow. I'm really interested in where I can post off-market stuff on that site for people to see. We get quite a few of them, so I'd like to start sharing it with the team and see if anybody might be interested.
Yeah, so this site is actually a public site for all agents. You can invite people that aren't even part of Agent Inc., even though they'll soon learn that they should be once they see all these tools that we have on there. But right. Agent Elevated, I put it in the chat. It works just like Facebook or any social media platform. We developed this over COVID with all of everything going on with social media, and we wanted it to be just real estate based for agents. So agentelevated.co, if you have an Agent Inc. email, you can simply sign in using that, or you can register an account, and it's kind of a newsfeed based thing where you can post off market opportunities and things like that. So it's great.
Okay.
Okay, everybody. So my name's Jerry Henberger. I run the commercial division. I want to do a shout out and welcome to all of our new agents. Sorry I couldn't be there on your orientation day. We had some big projects that were coming to a conclusion, but I'm looking forward to meeting you all. I have two announcements. One is that we've promoted one of our top agents to a vice president position that is helping us in our development, land and development and redevelopment. And that's Sean Halen. Sean has just proven himself to take the opportunity to work with his residential clients and convert them to an amazing commercial powerhouse. And he, with his leadership, we've been able to really put ourselves in a position where his skills and experience and communications have really put us all in a terrific position. And I just want you to know that he's a resource that's available for you now. Again, just a terrific resource. But I want to give you 5 reasons why commercial is something you should be seriously considering. One is Sean Halen, another is Deborah Robinson, Lauren Phillips, 4 is Richard Tyrell, and 5 is Janet Anderson. These agents just picked up the phone and said, hey, I've got an opportunity. And now we're looking at well over $100 million in multifamily, manufacturing, retail, hospitality, medical, and wineries. These are all current projects. These are real projects that are anywhere from letter of intent, listing agreements, to escrow. As a matter of fact, I left one off. Drew just brought in a $30 million listing for a hotel in downtown San Diego. So make it top 6, and he maybe should be up there as one of the top reasons. But there's one thing that every one of these agents and opportunities have in common, and that is the brand of John McMonagle and Agent Inc. We call ourselves Agent Commercial because we're the commercial division with focused resources, but John is very active in these larger projects, and he is helping push these into an area that is the envy of all other commercial agents in Southern California. I'm telling you folks, this is a hot market. It's a great market. We're doing everything from listings representing big buyers, big developers. This is a terrific market, and all it takes for you to get involved is just pick up the phone and introduce yourselves, and let's go make some commercial magic happen. The last thing I want to mention, we do have another division that's sometimes overlooked, and it's actually a combination. It's Agent Smart Home and Agent Solar, and I bring it up because within the context of some of these projects, we just happen to mention that we sell hotels. And excuse me, that we sell elevators, and we have 4 of our clients that have hotels that have commented, oh my gosh, we need help. We've talked to other elevator manufacturers, and if you have a custom capability, we need to talk to you. And now we're looking at over $500,000 of elevators. So there's so many opportunities. If you just look across the board with what Lauren just put up with Agent Apprentice, Transaction Coordinator, Agent Concept, Agent Smart Home, Agent Escrow, Agent Vacation Rental, Agent Ranch, Agent 55. This is a terrific place, and we are so glad our new agents have joined us, and we're looking forward to sharing all these opportunities with you. And we're here to support you. So thank you all, and thank you, team, for bringing all these folks together. So that's my report. Just pick up the phone, give me a call, and say, I want to know how I can get in commercial, and we'll give you a path.
Jerry, thank you. You know what? I just want to elaborate on that. You know, as a residential agent all my life, anytime I diverted or distracted myself with trying to do a commercial deal. And I had a lot of opportunities. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to write an LOI. You know, it quickly became evident that I was not in the right lane. And it would always end up that I had wasted a lot of time and attention and ended up with a big goose egg. And so the fact that we have a commercial division that can just take that lead and polish it with all the right documentation, the right data, the right presentations, the right, you know, the right leadership. This is how we do this. They know how to sell businesses. They know how to sell, you know, commercial real estate attached to a business, and all the documents and tools that go along with this. Guys, do yourself a favor. Don't pass on those opportunities now. Give them to Jerry, give them to Bob Taylor, give them to Sean Halen to work on them for you. And you can stay focused on your residential. And, you know, these guys will take that lead and make you money. And so that's the opportunity. I just wanted to kind of spell that out, at least from my experience. So Jerry, thank you. I'm able to give you these leads and watch you make tremendous money for me. So thank you very much. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Thank you, everybody. This is an exciting, exciting time in real estate, and you're in the right place.
Christine, before we pass it on to you, this is Lauren. I just wanted to say those will be the nicest commercial marketing pieces that you will ever see, because it's all nicely branded, and our team came up with a really cool template that looks really sophisticated with all of these commercial listings, even though sometimes commercial can't be the most beautiful, luxurious looking thing. We made it look pretty great. So
Marketing is terrific.
To you,
Awesome.
Christine.
Great job.
Awesome.
Good job. Thank you. Well, first up, I want to start by apologizing for the text messaging. We moved over to some new technology this morning, and I was in charge, and I put the wrong address. So apologize for the delay. But I also wanted to welcome, so excited to have our new agents joining the company with Einstein Real Estate. But we've had a really good 2 weeks of new agents joining. So welcome to everybody. And thank you, Jerry, for the segue. So I just wanted to go a little bit more into Agent Elevated. We're really excited about the growth and the updates that we've been doing. This is our community, and please look for announcements. We will be introducing our ancillary companies individually. So the Agent Smart Home, we really want you to get to know who's behind these companies, develop a relationship, and see the great opportunity that you have by really plugging into these ancillary companies. So look for that. We talk a lot about training today and motivation, and so I'm really excited to announce that we will have Fred Wilson back on June 2nd at 10:30 in the morning. I'm really excited about this session. We really, Fred and his assistant Nadia, we really brainstormed on what we felt would be the next session, and so we are going to role play. So Fred is going to role play with Scott, but we really want you as the agent to get involved and hone on these skills. So the topic is going to be role playing, the ask to listen role play. So really excited about that. And then his recordings, and he does have on Agent Elevated, he has a group. So if you haven't joined, please join Fred Wilson's group so you can get updates and content from the Fred Wilson area. So again, and you'll see the invite will go out today or no later than tomorrow for June 2nd at 10:30, and the links will be provided. The other thing I wanted to mention, again, continue on with education. So 40 Days of Farming, John mentioned that. It is an online on demand. So if you are interested, please reach out to me. I put my email in the chat box. I would be happy to take you through the course and demonstrate it to you so you see exactly how it works. And the time that you'll be invested. It's an excellent course. It does have video. You can do it at your own pace. So it's the 40 Days of Farming. There's a manual that comes with it. There is financial health section. So definitely, if you're interested in looking at the 40 Days of Farming as the course, please reach out to me. And
hey, sorry about that, guys.
So that's pretty much what I have. Just really excited. We have a lot of training coming your way. And again, if there's anything that you need, if there's a topic that you feel would help you and your fellow agents, reach out to me and I will make it happen and put it on the schedule. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine.
Great meeting.
John, send us out of here.
Well, opportunity is abundant. It's all around us right now. We can get back to our fundamentals, shaking hands, kissing babies, holding open houses, doing broker previews, marketing above everybody else, standing out as, best of class. So guys, welcome in a shifting market. Know that you can have your absolute best year. And it's like Mike says, it doesn't matter if the market's high or low. It matters that we get the business. And it's all in our favor right now. So I just want to wish you in advance the faith that all of you are going to have an amazing balance of the year. So as Mike says, let's go get them.
All right. Thanks,
right.
everybody.
All right, team.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.